Hello everybody, it's the Swedish Traveler here. How you doing? I just got off work, but that shouldn't matter since this is going to be another world news story, world news video. Since it's Friday, I'm doing my best to at least put out these videos every Friday and Monday. And this week, it has happened quite a lot, so to speak. It's going to be a lot. The first thing that I want to talk about, it's actually a positive thing. There has been concerts in New Zealand since the whole COVID thing has. COVID-19 in New Zealand isn't really. It's not. It's not a lot of people in New Zealand has COVID, which has made New Zealand. New Zealand doesn't really have any restrictions, which is why they are having concerts. So they must have done a real good thing on handling COVID-19. At the same time, they were really tough when it all broke out, and now they are reaping the benefits from it. So good for them. I hope I will get there someday. The second thing that I want to talk about, going to a positive thing to a negative thing, maybe. A YouTuber was supposed to do a prank and pull out a knife and rob someone, which turned out real bad, and the person in question that the YouTuber was supposed to prank didn't know it was a prank, so he pulled out a gun and shot him. Which in a sense is understandable reaction, but at the same time, the YouTuber who pulled out a knife just to rob someone, who the hell does that kind of shit? So the whole situation itself is freaking ridiculous. The third thing that I want to talk about is the fact that Amazon has come to Sweden, and with that, there has been a lot of attempted frauds here in Sweden. That someone emailing the people who uses Amazon to claim that, well, we overcharge. Can you log into your bank and stuff? Just to try to steal your money. It has started to happen quite a lot, and a lot of people who do frauds are trying everything just to get people's money, which is real sad. The fourth thing that I want to talk about, it has been some fighting in Central Africa, and there has some UN has actually started helping Central Africa with some supplies. It was a ceasefire of sorts, just to let UN come in with supplies. So yeah. And speaking of Africa itself, the whole continent as a whole is getting a huge rise in COVID-19 cases, which is also real sad. Hopefully, it will get better for the whole Africa as a continent. So yeah, the fifth thing that I want to talk about is at least two people have died. Mary Wilson from Supremes has died, and Chick Corea, who's a jazz pianist, has died as well. And at least Chick played with Miles Davis and stuff. So yeah, that has happened. Rest in peace. The sixth thing that I want to talk about, there has been a lot of protests in Myanmar, considering the military uprising that has happened, and because of that, it has been a lot of arrests from the military government. They have released a lot of people, like 23,000 people, at least from what I read earlier this morning. The reason for it hasn't been known yet, but it is a lot of turmoil still in Myanmar, or Burma as it was formerly known. And we will see what happens in Myanmar. And the seventh thing that I want to talk about is the app Robinhood. That if you know the controversy with GameStop, Robinhood was the main app that was used in that. Robinhood is sued because Robinhood falsely claimed that someone had a huge debt, like over $1 million, and the person itself was kind of young, like 27, and he panicked, of course, and he pulled the trigger and shot himself because he didn't see a way out. And the family of that person is suing Robinhood because of it. And it's sad that those kinds of things happen. Myself, I would totally panic if I get if I have to owe over $1 million. I would totally panic as well. So, and then eighth thing that I want to talk about is something that is on the news, at least in the YouTube community, at least. There was someone at least a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even a couple of months ago. It was a woman who used up all of her hairspray, and just to keep her hair down, she used Gorilla Glue just to keep the hair down. And if you don't know what Gorilla Glue is, it's powerful adhesive. So using glue to keep your hair down, you can only imagine what that does to your hair. And of course, it caused a huge problem for her. She had to go to the hospital, and that didn't help either. And now she's has made a GoFundMe page, and a lot of people donated money to it. It's so she's using that to sue Gorilla Glue because of it, because she made a mistake. So yeah. What people do. And the last thing that I want to talk about is a person that I talked about before. Gina Carano has been fired from Star Wars and Disney, and maybe even The Mandalorian, for some right extreme opinions on Instagram, I haven't read those posts, so I can't really comment on what she said. But just being fired from your opinions. Well, it depends on your opinions, of course. But well, at least from what I can understand, from what I know about Gina Carano, is that it seems like she's a cool woman, and it's sad that she's fired. I haven't seen The Mandalorian, so I can't really say anything about her acting abilities. But so what do you guys think? You can comment below. Let me know what you think. You can like and subscribe if you want to. And if you want to support my channel, you can buy some merch in the merch shop down below. Otherwise, peace.